The following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Well, you arrive in the lee of a tree on a hillside.
Do a perception check.
Yes.
Good. 33. 32.
It's a hillside. You're by a tree. There's a shimmering pool beside you.
Is a rabbit cut in half or...?
No.
Professionals.
There is a rising hill, and just at the top of that hill there you can see the Devil's Tower. There it is, looming up over you.
There it is.
Yes.
You gotta say the obvious thing.
Yes, it is.
Good job, idiot.
Is there a, do we see any other towns or anything while we peer around off this hill?
Not from here.
Well, we better get over there as fast as we can and get this done with.
No sense wasting time.
You still have the camera.
Where'd you get that?
From work. They had me write up my first article on the thing, but I'm a receptionist, so I don't think there's much of a writing stuff or anything like that.
You got hired at the Cold Rocks Post as a receptionist and they've got you writing articles?
Yes.
Let's
Well,
go.
Hovering along beside at the same speed. I figured this would be my cover for this one. If I say I followed the nasty Cold Rocks Power Squad, maybe I can give them some kind of evidence of us doing good. Oh, cool. I can get a picture of you with the mountain, and then when we save the day, I can, record it.
I highly doubt that Sternbach's going to paint a positive spin on this, but I suppose if you're
Try
writing
not to
the
blow her.
article... What? Deer in headlights.
The picture will end up like that.
Oh dear. Did you want to maybe do that one again?
Sure.
There we go. I'm sure that one will come out much more flattering.
Okay. Should we... I suppose we should be cautious. Who knows what's going to be around here and what kind of,
Animals.
security... No, I mean, if there's something hidden here, there could be security.
That's why I'm keeping an eye on things.
I shall take to the sky and scout out ahead for us.
That sounds like a good idea.
Might save your fuel reserves if you so you don't have to do
We
it
can
as
get a
well.
literal bird's eye view of the area.
Psiman, can you get us over there?
What?
Yes. He has Drew
What?
fly.
I know.
How
yeah, we can all fly.
cold actually is it where we are compared to...
It's nighttime.
Yeah.
Moon, crescent,
Scorching
stars. It's hotter than a hut's butt.
Okay, never mind.
And
I
we're
would,
gonna be
I would
flying up
practice
closer
my
to the
ice
sun.
disc flying, but if it's not going to be practical, I won't.
This is not practical for ice things.
Yes, that's the general gist of my drift.
I'm in this nice environmentalized suit.
Suit actually turns my sweat into drinking water.
It's not a still suit.
It's not my sweat though.
Installing the Bear Grylls system.
He says that, then I go, swap these two tubes around.
Yeah, because I would leave those tubes on the outside.
Yep.
That's the rule.
That's the rules.
Either that or there'd just be this simple hatch that's just easy to open and switch them and then close.
And I know where they are because I've worked in the suit. Being a dick today.
Glad you noticed.
Well, that's what happens when Aegis suddenly comes back.
He seems great.
He's like a big pal.
I can't wait to hang out.
Great, G-R-A-T.
Yes, okay, so you are now at the base of the butt. Butte, whatever you want to say.
Butte to be.
It's the butt. The heat here is incredible.
Like it is actually just getting hotter as we move
Like
towards.
there is like a bunch of trees at the base of it that have obviously at some point burst into flame and have eroded away. There's a melted rabbit over there.
I can partially vent coolant, right? I will partially vent coolant onto Svetlana.
Thank you. I've been trying to not use my powers all day. It's
The heat
very
is
taxing.
so great, in fact, that if any of you have like a particularly flammable anything on their exterior, it goes.
Bird feathers.
Oh yeah, they go up.
Normal clothing.
my clothing.
No, I'm.
Non-superhero outfit clothing.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, that's superheroes.
There we go.
Actually,
She said she changed into the costume.
Yeah.
Yeah,
into
I'm
your own
becomes,
costume.
Yeah.
becomes
Oh, no, sorry.
superhero clothing.
I changed back again.
No, I thought you changed into the superhero costume that
Oh, the one that
Simon gave you.
me.
It
Yeah.
becomes.
Which-
So it becomes superhero. Will we
clothing.
please get over this? No. Oh boy.
I rub my glistening muscles.
Can I?
Listening muscles.
Where is the heat coming from? Is it just coming from the center?
It's hot here.
Because like it's way hotter here than it was 100 meters down the. You know what I mean?
Oh
Like,
yeah. It's like getting close to this thing is just getting hotter and hotter.
Soviet. I'm
There is
pretty
a
sure it's not your
At
powers.
this close, you can actually see this glow at the top of the Devil's Tower. Those of you who have seen Close Encounters of the Third Kind in character will have this weird sort of deja vu feeling.
Deja vu. I think I've been into space before.
higher than-
Standing on a space! I mean, that was last week.
This is
No.
eerily familiar.
How so?
Yes. It's
Well,
like that movie.
If you've seen Close
Like a
Encounters,
movie.
no,
The
no.
one with the guy who he makes this out of dirt in his living room. And his family thinks he's crazy,
That sounds crazy.
but he's not. He saw aliens.
And it was here. Well, okay, the movie was set here. If you actually, anyway, this is what look.
Oh god.
No, I'm not going to get it out of my head now.
Does that really happen?
No.
Oh.
I just wanted to see the look on Ken's face.
I totally believe it.
He's in the middle of being a dick. But
I'm never going to get that out of my head today.
Whatever we do, we should be careful.
That we don't burst into flame.
How
That
much
and
coolant do you have?
Not enough.
Not enough to keep venting.
I don't know if I'll make it if you can't keep venting.
Use your powers.
Okay.
the spirits showed me a blast of sorts, wiping away everything but the mountain. So, whether or not you believe, I feel we should just be really careful, guys.
Can you fly up and see what's up there without being seen?
You see the same place, but without the giant spire. There are some young Native American girls running away from giant bears. And they climb up on top of rock, but the bears are like clambering atop one another to get up on top of them. They fall to their knees and they pray to the Great Spirit. And a hand reaches out from the heavens and grabs the rock and pulls it up into the spire you see before you. Flash goes away.
Skinwalker. Skinwalker.
Sorry, what happened?
We lost you there for a second.
Are you currently on peyote?
I am not.
Well, you might need some.
For
Because
clarity.
you're tripping out.
What did you see?
The bear's claws leave great ruts, like rivens in the rock, and the girl's now safe. Are transformed stars in the heavens.
It happened again.
Just
How long was I out?
still seeing things? I don't know, like 5-10 seconds?
The mountain is a spire to the stars. The spirits.
You sure you're not high?
Have shown me the origin of the mountain.
I just tried detecting magic, making sure it's not magic up there.
And what is
Give
the
me a
origin
roll.
of the mountain?
It was made to defeat the mighty bear.
Maaaaan is the Native American great giant bear with claws the size of mountains.
It was made to defeat the Maaaaan and hide the woman
Is it
amongst the
magic
stars.
tool, or-
What's a Maaaaan?
No
A
magic.
mighty bear with claws the size of mountains. Hence, they needed a really big mountain. The Great Spirit reached out and changed the earth for them.
And then they were stuck on the mountain and starved to death.
And then they were amongst the stars.
Yeah, but
Shot them into
that's
space?
not how people work. That's monstrous.
I'm sure there's some kind of meaning to this. It's not literal, it's a metaphor. or
Maybe
something.
we need to get on top of the mountain.
Well, it's not magic up there, whatever it is, so I don't think it's like infernal or heavenly or...
How high is it? Can I jump up it?
No. You would not be able to in one jump,
Jeez.
unless you found a particularly sturdy outcropping. But with your weight coming down, you might damage a national monument.
So, Simon, can you get us up
I mean,
there?
there is actually a way to scale this.
Oh, is there?
But well, not in your suit.
No. Simon, can you get us up there? And Soviet, can you cool the bubble down?
The bubble?
Yeah, I can get us up there, I think.
Well, yeah, him carrying us.
Okay. I'll try and extend my coolness range.
You should be
around
able to do
us.
that.
Because I'm guessing as we get higher, it's going to get hotter.
Yeah.
I drank plenty of water today, so I needed to.
Well, how was your first day at the job?
Really? Really?
Exactly, it's just the thing, you know, the Xander.
It was your first day too, wasn't it?
Yes.
Well, today was my second day. Well, it was the first proper day after the training, I suppose. But
I hope it wasn't being too weird.
no, for some reason, all the tragical gatherings people wanted cards from the bottom of the box. Is there some the super real
Dead
ones?
straight face, there's nothing you can read off me.
Okay.
Not a single on 18.
What are you hiding?
The reason
He's
why...
poker facing the.
Poker facing the fact that she just
They
asked
wanted
me
her to bend over.
why she's bending over all the time to get the bottom card. Why that's the most important card.
Are the packs down there like are there rarer, better cards in there? Because people talk
Some people believe that.
Left.
Yes, that's the most... If you could find that pack...
second from the bottom
weight
on the left.
is
While
Wait.
they're having this discussion, you spot a white-tailed deer just near the base, and it runs around the side of a rock.
I will wander off away from the group.
So that you're having this discussion about cards and butts.
The weight of all the foils, like it makes it pushes it down the box.
Meanwhile,
this is a common
little bit
civilization.
distant from the group.
I typically just buy cases.
Well, you've got the money to do that.
But then again, you ask for the second box from the bottom
But-
on the left.
By the way, did you know that
Smart.
there's an
Sorry.
alarm there specifically for when you enter the store?
What?
Yeah, and the prices go up too when you come in.
That is not true! There's just certain things are made more available.
I mean, like, that doesn't seem likely. I'm pretty sure there's a price control here.
Okay, so they're having this discussion. You go around there, and there's an old native man sitting there, just sort of cross-legged beside the mountain, just leaning against it. He sees you come around the corner. There's no sign of a deer at all. Yatta hey, hot enough for you?
God,
It's not him.
That's not him.
Killing me too powerful.
that's weird.
Does the heat not trouble you, Elder?
The heat is inconvenient, and this place does not welcome it. It is strange to find you here. The spirits tell of one who walks with their form and power. This place is special, sacred to the Great Spirit.
The spirits have been guiding me here, I feel. Something is not right.
It is a desecration that they tell you of, and you followed the spirits. This pleases them, I feel it. But you know, it would please them more if you would fix the problem. Cleanse the land. You know. I am too old.
Am I right in feeling we must climb the spire to the stars?
You could climb, but if the spirits are willing to grant you their power, then you could fly like the eagle.
Good.
You try to have a serious conversation. Everyone just gets all. Maybe it's the heat.
It's very hot.
This sacred mountain. Tell me more before I ascend. What importance does it hold to the Great Spirit?
Once, there were two girls who called out to the Great Spirit for deliverance. So he made this rock into a tor. Ever since then, it has been a special place for ceremonies and commune with the Great Spirit and the other spirits that are not so great, but they're still pretty good.
Pretty good
Yes.
spirits.
And now, it is desecrated with evil.
And I will do as the spirits wish, and I will purge this evil with my friends.
I'm sure the spirits will be pleased. It's too hot today.
Go with the spirits, Elder, and then I'll give him my canteen of water.
No. Thank you. Your generosity is truly great and ennobles the spirit.
I will-
Skinwalker, are you alright? We didn't lose you again?
Oh, no. Yeah. Saw something, and I carry on back around.
There's no old man there.
Is the canteen there?
Yep. It's on its side, spilling water out. This deer's just licking it up.
I'll leave that.
A strangely unmelted deer.
So that's why they want you to get that pack of cards.
I suppose that makes sense. The problem is, if everybody keeps doing it, then the one person who got the card first, all the others are wasting their
That's
time.
why you never tell them.
It's because the weight of the value makes it fall to the bottom anyway. But there's a buffer on the bottom layer, that's why you don't get those ones. And left is more lucky than right, typically. Although it's like a 60-40 split.
Hark, friends! Evil has consecrated the top of the tower, and we must ascend!
Yeah, that's what we're...
That's we're waiting for you.
Wait, have you got any...
You're back. Now to rise. 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 Rise.
Okay.
Fourth and awaken.
Fairly sure you killed it anyway, but...
I'll fly under the power of the eagle, and just sort of circle it as we rise.
You know, flying's a lot less special when just any asshole can do it.
I can't, it's alright, Simon.
I think you're kind of working on it.
Oh, how is that coming, by the way?
It was pretty good last
Oh,
time.
I dropped my hat. Could you catch it as it slowly falls out of the bubble? Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Yes,
Rolls
thank
it back
you.
Up, puts it back in his pocket. Okay, so you reach the summit. It's not a flat top. There's actually a little indentation in there, and there's a fucking building there. like a fucking metal building, like a 3-story fucking building, and that should not be here.
Is it a human building?
It's like a human-made building, and it's got a big dish pointing out the top, and there's like this glow surrounding it. And now you're closer, you can see the dish is just like rings into the air.
Well, there's your
That
problem.
is spreading out and dissipating.
What the?
And it is you like pressed over the top, and it is like double hot.
Ah,
No.
Your cape goes boom into flame and disappears.
I will.
As does your skirt.
I will vent.
Your clothing just.
I will
like,
vent more
starts-
coolant for her to use to keep the bubble colder.
Your fireproof cape is on fire.
Psiman, can you sense how many people are down there?
Why? Yes.
Psiman,
I will try and grab him, but again,
we're
it
going
doesn't
down.
do anything. But
Psiman, your hat!
Floats you over onto the top.
I'll try to catch everyone as we
And you
fall.
could have land on the thing there. Oh my god, it's too fucking hot.
Can you sense how many people are in there?
I can't sense anything but my sweat glands opening.
How
maybe-
far away is the building?
100 yards.
I think we just need to make a break for it. I don't imagine it'll be that hot inside.
I think you just need to destroy the dish for a start. Just
It's a.
Landon. Holy shit! Too hot for wings!
No, if we destroy the dish, who's ever in there will definitely know. We should find out what's going on.
Well, the building does have a door.
Run for the door.
Yeah.
I will scoop up Soviet and Psiman on the way.
Oh, man. Your suit can easily do that. What have you done with the camera?
Watching it melt in my hands.
So, have you ever heard about cellulose? It's what film's made out of.
Highly
It's not
flammable.
It's highly
stop melting
flammable.
here. It's
It's like looking at it like tick, tick, tick.
A little ball of fire. And melting metal.
That's perfect photos.
Yeah, kind of sad about that. But... Okay, so you reach the door. There's a pin pad.
The technology of the white man stains my holy mountain.
I'll boot that shit. That just boot the door.
So you're booting the door,
What is the door made out of?
like metal.
It's made out of
Glass.
metal and glass.
Okay, if I see you drawing your foot back, I was like, no, don't. Maybe Gamer can do something to get in more quietly.
Yes, expose your games to the heat. Do it.
Those are part of his powers.
17.
4.
Transforming.
Well, I need to know the game you're aiming.
I'll
aiming for,
I'll start calling your
Aiming
game.
for Day 6.
Yeah. Oh no.
It's another rib well.
So I haven't got in form yet. I'm drawing a card to go into form. It
Fair
says
enough.
if in form, drop form.
Well, you're not.
So I'm not.
So
Okay.
nothing happens.
Cool. Day 6.
Yeah.
So I'll
Okay, yeah, just give me a roll for your icebreaker to work.
6 on the die.
I have a feeling that's going to be really
Yeah.
Is it 26?
No, 16 lockpicking.
It's lockpicking.
Oh, lock picking. Sure. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, because it's lockpicking as part of that. It's that
Right.
That's the power I had to take lockpick. Yeah.
Door opens. A wave of cold air hits you.
Let's go inside. It's nice.
I'll log out.
Despite 4 separate operations, Soviet just cannot stop sweating. Yeah, inside it's really quite cool and nice.
I will put Soviet
There are
and Psiman
incredibly
down.
awful paintings of trees and wildlife on the walls.
On chairs. If there are chairs, I'll sit them on chairs.
There's like a long
Oh.
bench.
I'll put them there.
Smoke.
Oh,
God, I
These
want
are
to have
terrible
sex
when-
with this room.
My people paint with sand.
I'm looking for any electronic surveillance.
There is not any.
I'm going to do a spot check for any source of water whatsoever.
No.
We're not being surveyed.
I want to just have a look at the artwork and see who's signed it.
Oh, they're all by an artist called
One more piece.
G. Peace.
Oh god.
I'll say
Is
that.
the-
I'll say that out loud. G-E-Peace.
Hang on.
Why do I know that name?
Huh.
Because
this
he
one's
wrote that
He wrote
thesis.
that thing.
Same. Oh, these are all his works.
Wait. Is he the one who's behind this and he's using mutants as a scapegoat so that it doesn't draw attention to the fact that he's somehow responsible?
Well,
Well, you're in a corridor. There's one other door. Your choices are very limited.
Is it nothing? Is it just paintings, a
There's
thing to sit on?
terrible nature paintings, a bench, and 2 doors.
Alright, is everyone ready?
Wait,
Wait, do any of these nature paintings have like a figurine in them, or are they just pure nature?
No, it's just like pure nature.
Yeah.
You pick
Not a
those
single sulliment of
so
nature.
they're all look like they've been painted by a 12-year-old.
No, they look like they've been painted by one of those pretentious art students that
SAT art students.
like
Yeah.
so what they're like flat. They don't have proper shading. The light seems to be coming from inconsistent directions. They're not great.
Are the
Yeah.
trees happy?
Yes,
There's a happy
they're a
little
happy
bush.
little bush, and that'll just be our secret. If you tell anything, that bush is there.
Right.
I'm gonna come to your house. I'm gonna cut it.
Right. I'll make a point of changing my ammunition from, like, lethal bullets to
For the
non-lethal
lethal
bullets.
group displeasing bullets.
I am taking the live
Okay,
ammo
so
out, guys.
everyone will notice him as he goes, I'm making a point of this.
I don't make it.
Not dead.
They can't see me smile. Okay, you put the dum-dum rounds in. You have the only gun in the world that can shoot dum-dum rounds and real bullets without needing a chamber change.
Yeah.
There is actually a gun that can do that. It's called the Medusa. It can load just about any kind of ammo you want
That's pretty cool.
because it's chambered. It has like this flexi
Adjusts.
side thing. It can put like 7.62s, 9 mils, 10 mils.
Do you have to set it to that caliber type, or could
No,
you,
you can. No,
theoretically
they all have to be
mishmash
the same.
different ammo?
They all have to be the same, but you can just like scavenge ammo on the battlefield and fucking just load this thing, this revolver.
That's
So
pretty
its
cool.
range is would be
Its
terrible.
range is pretty shit.
Yeah.
But the advantage is it can shoot anything.
Anything, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't need range with
And you can't use a speed loader.
No, you wouldn't be able to. Yeah.
I'm also a super scientist from a comic book.
So that's why I actually allowed it to happen, because I know that there is a gun
Yeah.
that can do it.
Okay, I think I'm ready to go.
Okay, so you guys go through the door. As the door hisses open, harp music begins to play for some reason. So I'll just scavenge something from the Final Fantasy X soundtrack.
I'm gonna say it's a Final Fantasy.
And like there's like waterfalls and like there's just a green grassy path, which is interrupted in the distance by metal. But there's like bunnies and deer and snakes and everything, like just living in harmony.
I run
There's
over.
like a lion curled up on a rock that looks like like a toast rack. It's so skinny. And as you come in, it looks up and it goes, and then falls asleep.
I'm running over to the water,
Okay, cool. You get all wet.
and you will see my ice shield like come. It'll strengthen up because I'll actually absorb some more water. I needed that.
Really tempted to give that lion one of those rabbits.
Well, there's a rabbit sleeping on the lion.
Oh, really?
It's
That-
probably
It's
been.
been taught.
This lion eats tofu.
It can't.
That's why it's
yeah.
so emaciated and lethargic.
It gets whipped if it tries to even look at one of those bunnies, I imagine.
They're the dominant ones.
A voice from the distance says, "Oh hey, welcome to paradise, dudes! Oh, you gotta come in, man. Gotta let the nature get out or boom, man."
Mr. Ainpace?
Oh, yo, that's so cool. Hey, come on in, guys. I've got some tofu ready and some meat-free burgers.
clenched fist.
Looking for my rebreather.
Okay.
Oh, you don't know what he's fucking injecting and smoking and
You
I'll probably
a
have one.
rebreather.
Yeah.
Maybe we should go up. He might.
You get further in, he's like, "Oh man, looks like someone's trapped in the technology of the evil manocracy. Don't harsh my nature with your robots, dudes." A cloud of mysterious rope-smelling vapor escapes him.
He's an actual, just a person there.
Well, he's on top of like
He's on
this
top of the
metal platform thing in a beanbag chair.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna try this, but I'm gonna roll first to see how good. Deception 17. Well, that's why we came here. You see, my friend here needs that suit to live, and we were hoping perhaps you could come up with a way of freeing him from the restraints of his technology.
Yeah, man, no problem. Oh, wow, I know you. You're like totally the cause of global warming. Oh, man, I'm really sorry about that, hey? But it needed to be done, yo. Oh, we gotta get your friend out of the evil technology. How can we do... I suggest mung beans. They're totally awesome. Something goes like beep, beep, beep. He's like, oh, hang on a minute. There we go.
What did he just do? He's
Beamed at it.
what color was the beam?
Like orange rings.
Okay.
Just from his hand.
Yeah. There we go. Gotta keep up the global warming. Get rid of all the technology.
Are you a mutant?
Hey, it's man-made global warming, man. Haven't you read my thesis? Mutants, elemental mutants, are causing global warming. It's totally true.
So, you found out from a newspaper when, say, Svetlana used her power, and then
Jacked
Needed-
up the temperature a bit. It's man-made global warming. Not
Because-
telling a lie, dudes.
You claim to be a man in tune with nature. You do that to a noble beast, pointing at his fucking shit lion.
Hey, man, yeah. Like, lions, like, eating meat is a choice, man. An evil choice. It's like, it's now the lion's one with nature.
That's not how lions work.
Yeah, it is. Look, it's working, man. It's one with nature at last. Instead of being an evil carnivore that's not nature.
It's not gonna last.
hippies! Explain the fuck how that works!
It's not gonna live another week.
Yeah, it is about 3 days.
No, man, it's fine. I taught it to eat tofu.
And then you desecrate this holy mountain with your works of the white man.
Yeah,
Your
I mean,
trash that is harming
that's
the
pre-
world.
That's pretty evil, I know. But, you know, once everyone's abandoned evil technology and like, gone back to nature, then all of this can just go away with the technology, dude.
But-
Isn't this technology?
Aren't
This
you?
Yeah, I'm aware of the hypocrisy, but it's like necessary. The global warming has to happen for people to get rid of the technology. Then it won't be needed and everything can go back to nature.
But they're not
the
gonna
way
get-
nature intended.
But they're not getting
Everything
rid
in
of
harmony
technology.
and nothing eating meat or anything.
You told them it was a mutant, so they'll get rid of the mutants before they get rid of the technology.
I gotta get rid of the mutants. They're the only ones that can stop me. I mean, not. Man, I shouldn't have got so baked.
Can you show us how it works?
Oh yeah, like this.
So you power up some kind of technological invention, and it
Oh yeah, this like device like takes my heat rays and like puts it into
Amplifies
the
it?
atmosphere of the whole world.
It amplifies-
It's man-made global warming. It's totally real and exists. And it's not just a fruitcake idea like it is in the real world that is in this game.
well, he is baked.
Okay. So, by looking at the machine and with this quick explanation, can I make an assessment of what's going to happen when I blow the machine the fuck up? Like, is all the heat going to come
It
out?
looks like the heat that the machine is putting out will blow up and disintegrate the mountain
Okay.
and probably the world.
Okay.
Oh,
What do I think I can start powering it down? If without interference from him, just by looking at it. Boop. Like I could pull some wires.
Oh, I
and
shouldn't
shit.
have done that. Ooh.
No, you've just shut it down.
Yep. I can't answer that right now. Hang on. Oh, cool. It left everything open.
Nice.
Oh, just sleep.
I do like it when it chooses not to fuck me.
Rarely happens.
This machine isn't complicated, so yeah, you would be able. With time, you'd be able to sort of turn it off and take it apart.
Okay.
Of course, you know.
So what exactly are your powers?
Oh no, man! They're a curse. They're evil, man. They're not nature.
Oh, please tell us of the fate that befell you.
Well, one day I was at this totally awesome concert about the rainforest. Like, you know, did you know?
I'll
the
just give this
rainforest-
little signal to him while he's
Did you
distracted.
know that the rainforest has over 270 things that cause cancer?
No
And
way,
we're-
please
and
list
we're
them
not
all.
chopping down the rainforest to get rid of all this shit? Now, can you believe how bogus that is? They're like, we gotta preserve the rainforest because of all the cancer in there. Man, fuck the white man, man. They don't know nature.
So I'm just gonna move up, please.
In your suit, you think you're stealthy.
I'm just gonna walk up there.
I'm just gonna do a perception check.
That's right, he's baked, remember, so...
And he's
And
looking
there's,
at me.
and there's like, you know, all these animals and that are trapped with the cancer. It's like, gotta burn it down so you can free the animals, so you can teach them how to eat tofu and be in one with nature. And they just like, don't listen, man. It's so bogus.
So what happened to you though?
Oh
How
yeah,
did
I was
you-
at this concert about the rainforest, you know, and I was talking to like this chick, and she was all like, "Oh man, I can't believe that the rainforest is being chopped down," and I'm like, "I can't believe they're not chopping it down for the right reasons, yo." And then like she gets like a stick up her ass, and then security had to come, and like they confiscated my brownies, man. Can you believe how bogus that is? Anyway, like 3 weeks after that, in a completely unrelated event, I was driving my car. I know, right? I had a car back then. Like, you can't just drive a car around without destroying nature permanently and forever with just like one little car. It's like I should have been shot in the face back then. Anyone who drives a car should be just murdered.
Well, you know,
It's nature,
They're
man.
working on electric cars at the moment.
Oh no, that's just more technology. We should be like one with nature and just like walk everywhere and live in mud huts. Because that's really practical, isn't it, Greenpeace?
Especially with their tasting kayaks and...
Just tell me when I'm close enough to knock it.
I don't think I'm quite done making my point yet.
I figured that's why I was waiting.
And so then it's like I ran out of gas because, you know, as a feckless hippie, I have no money or anything, and I had to like bum my gas off people. And can you believe people actually gave me gas so I could just murder the planet with my evil car?
Well, then
It produces carbon dioxide, which, as you know, isn't part of nature, and it just destroys the whole world.
Well, that's because people weren't as not all people are as enlightened as you are.
Ah, even I wasn't, man, back then. But anyway, 4 weeks later at a completely unrelated event, and this is like the important
Wait,
part.
is this 4 weeks after the car thing or 4 weeks after the concert?
Oh,
I just want to
man,
clarify.
That's so deep. Is it 4 weeks after the concert? Or is it 4 weeks after the car thing? Or is it like first one, then the other? Time isn't part of nature, so, you know. It's like, that's why the Swiss, they just all have to go, because they make clocks which just trap nature in seconds. Man. Anything that mankind has created is inherently evil because it's not nature. You know, man. Anyway, I was at this completely unrelated thing. Like, it was a football game, which is just an aggression sport between humans. You know, humans are the only animals on Earth that hurt other animals for any reason.
Well, you know, they make those balls out of pig skin. They kill innocent pigs and then
Oh,
make them.
man, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Those poor pigs. Of course, pigs aren't part of nature anyway. Not like pigs like you think, but like the pigs that are there because they just like pulled me over and they're like, "Hey, man, what's all these explosives for?" And I was like, "I'm just gonna get rid of technology for nature, man." And they like fucking put me in prison. Can you believe that?
I was talking
These
about the
fucking
little
pigs, man.
I was talking about the little pink things with the snouts and the curly
Well, they weren't
tails.
laughing when I melted them into little bits, and that's when I discovered I had like nature had given me like this unnatural power to like destroy the not nature and bring nature back. Yeah.
So you can create heat rings.
Yeah. So I thought what I'll do is I'll like use my heat powers to heat up the world. blame technology, and then like a really powerful body like the UN could charge countries money for how much heat they had, and then give that money to developing nations so they could become technologically advanced and produce more heat, which is bad for the environment, man. It makes total fucking sense, doesn't it? So yeah, that's, and then you knock him out.
Thank you.
Or you try to.
I think try is the operative word.
Man!
Okay, so that
It's
is
a sapping attack, so...
15 to hit.
Ooh. Yeah, that's gonna hit.
26.
Fours and... Wow.
Shit.
Come on, 20. Come on, 20. Need it. Or 1.
Oh.
One's just as good, right?
For us.
Okay, so you knock him out, and as he loses consciousness, he loses control of his powers. And so he explodes in a wave of heat that destroys all the grass, the innocent creatures, his machine, and him. Wait, no, the machine's heat resistant, so the machine's fine, but he is blasted away like skeletons in a Terminator 2 vision.
What?
And, it just washes over you, burns off your clothing, because I prefer you not to be dressed.
I throw myself in front of the nearest animal to protect it.
Okay, you save a bunny.
Yes.
And everything else becomes briefly a pyre and then dies and the windows are blown out and that, and he's gone.
So immediately I will start trying to pull the machine apart.
One thing of yeah. Now I realize you were trying a sapping blow for unconsciousness, but what you are unaware of is that when he loses consciousness, he loses control of his powers
And blows the fuck up.
and because he was trying to, yeah. So just clarifying that you couldn't have known that.
I'll take off my jacket and give it to Soviet.
Okay. So you're not going to be dropping form anytime soon,
No.
because then it will
Thank
go
you.
away.
Did the cape get
That it's
my
gone.
cape?
No, your cape was
Your cape
burning.
is
remember?
nominally fireproof, so yeah, it's gone.
Okay.
Remember you said it was burning earlier on, so
You got another one. What?
Okay. Oh no, I mean if he had to drop form I could have given the cape to him. But
So he's gone with the. There's very few things survive. Just like the computer and the machine, the building itself is like a Salvador Dali painting. Right?
so it's
I understand you didn't try to actually.
yeah, that definitely was not intentional.
There's now the time.
I
realize I
trying to
haven't
pull
said
the
anything
machine
till
apart.
now, but I was using all of my mental concentration projecting the psionic protection bubble around us, just in case he tried anything.
Why didn't it encompass her?
She was slightly outside of it.
Well, I was
near
right
the
up
water.
talking to him, so. Well.
Like a mechanics roll or
It depends. So when you disable this, the power will cut to the computer, and it might have only active memory. You don't know. So do you want to disable the machine first, or look at the computer?
I'll check the computer.
Okay, it's on.
What does the display say?
Oh, it's a nature preservation program. And it's got a bunch of information there, like screeding rants about how things aren't natural and that it should be nature, man, and like how wealth redistribution to third world countries will somehow help stop global warming when they industrialize. And it's got a bunch of things about how like a one world government would be a good idea because that way no one has sovereignty or any kind of deterministic power, and if people don't have deterministic power then they can't hurt nature, man.
Black Knight, I think
And
I
it also has a copy of the Communist Manifesto and a personally signed letter from Jacinda Ardern talking about how great he is and asking him what a GDP is.
Black Knight, I think I have an idea. If
You want
this
to use
mach-
your ice powers to cool down the planet.
Yes, I was thinking I might be able to balance things out if this machine is universal.
You hear the spirit of something saying, "But that's not nature, man. Oh God, the spirits of many animals. Oh God, oh they're eating me. Oh God, my spirit is big. Ah!" And then you just hear the sounds of many. You hear the sounds of many very happy spirits eating his spirit body to death.
Is there some way to monitor this so I don't go overboard or I don't shock, the
Gamer, I
planet?
can't interface with this computer, with this console properly in the suit.
I do look at a computer trying.
Okay, you actually do find the control program because nothing's locked because that's not nature, man. How are the animals supposed to use the evil technology?
Yeah.
If he password locks it.
Don't even guess.
Yeah. Alright. I did actually think of actually having a password on it, and the password was going to be nature, man.
But you gotta work out how many
Hey, yeah, that's the key.
Oh well, if you wanted the key.
We're at the mountain!
Yeah, so you asked the
And we got a guy who can ask the spirits.
The river's not here.
no,
asked the mountain.
Oh, we didn't bring River with
River's
us.
not with us.
There was a river in here, but he just destroyed it, so...
Actually, your sister does have a habit of just showing up out of nowhere. For all we know, she could be.
There's
here.
also some information in there's he's got a personal log about how he misses sleep, can't sleep, and because the clown will eat him, and how people are all down on marijuana because they think it's bad, but that was just Reagan, man, and it's perfectly fine and doesn't affect your brain at all. There's also some older journals on there before he started smoking it where he was just this perfectly ordinary student.
I will pull this
a very
information.
normal student, and then he started smoking and just turned into a complete fuckwit.
Yeah, and I'm gonna start
Like
a
everyone
war
we
on
know who
marijuana. Armed with this knowledge.
And
The Blue Gang Goop and Red Faction ain't gonna be happy.
but if he wasn't a mutant, it would probably be fine. That's the thing. And there's also files about his intricate plan to blame the elemental mutants, so that the one thing that could stop him would be taken out of the way. And there is a. Would you just find that? Just looking. You might have to give me a roll to find that because it'll be tucked away in there.
IT?
Yeah.
22.
What do you have to do to hide things from you people?
Computer-wise, don't use a computer.
Just the last detail in there is that's a good point, actually. Or make a computer that's sentient enough to fight back.
Yeah, but I rolled a 3, so...
Well, fuck you.
Then the computer could be as intelligent as he makes it.
Yeah. Just that one last thing. The computer actually runs on an operating system called Terios.
Have I ever seen a system before?
One time.
And where was that?
It's the operating when you were on the island of Dr. Destructo.
I will mention it to these guys.
So was this previously a Dr. Destructo lair that he happened to use for his plans, or...?
It could well be.
I certainly didn't get the impression that he was intelligent enough to create all of this.
Exactly.
Or he may have subcontracted to get Dr. Destructo to build it for him.
Where would he get the funds or anything?
Dr. Destructo probably would also like it if elemental mutants were taken out of the equation.
Yes.
I mean, his robots aren't going to be affected by the heat.
Who's Dr. Destructo?
What? Oh, right. Sorry. Ignore me.
Ignore me!
He's a supervillain.
The mad scientist to end all mad scientists.
Given enough time.
He has an army of robots.
Indestructible robots.
No, that's the other guy.
And he never seems to... You never quite know what his whole MO is.
It's because most of the time he doesn't, I think.
Anyway.
Even if this was his plan and his base, the fact that we thwarted it now means that he probably thinks that this just shouldn't be done, so you'll go do something else.
Well, this might have originally had a different purpose until this guy got hold of it.
So, are you guys going to do anything with the machine, or...?
We are currently doing that. We're just discussing it.
Right, this is what you should be doing, and I'll explain to her logically now.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
It is.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Well, okay, so a sudden low pressure
Oh god.
front interacts with a high pressure front that is prevalent, and the entire world is now consumed by a storm.
No, well, I was going to
Lightning
gradually...
crashes outside.
I was gradually going to amp it up. I'm not just going full...
Yeah, but
That's why-
No, this machine amps. That's what it does. You
Oh,
don't have to
okay.
amp anything. Please don't amp it up.
No.
I like the planet to be around. So, there's going to be some bad weather for a little bit.
But it's going to be like raining a bunch, right? And
It is currently gathering up. The clouds are accumulating. And it's that now with the booming thunder and crackles of lightning everywhere, it's kind of difficult to hear what you are now all rolling your perception checks to hear, except for Psiman, who of course will just notice it.
I've got 35.
27.
23.
28.
15.
Thank you. Though that still meets the threshold. Just. You will hear this like noise. There's also sort of like a glow over in this sort of chamber on one side of the thing.
Well, I'm kind of busy
look
doing
out,
this.
check it out.
So
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So because the lighting has gone out thanks to the lightning. Thank you. Now that you've illuminated, everyone who wants to can see it. There is a large metal figure there with glowing red eyes, and it has sort of a dome-like head and a sort of like blocky body. It appears to be greenish. It sort of stamps out of the teleporter, which is obviously what that is now.
Do I know this one?
Yeah, actually, you might.
He's about to introduce himself, just that's fine.
It's Ball.
Oh, okay.
And
Oh,
it,
is that all?
it just walks right past you, over to the machine, plunges its hand into the machine, and pulls out a component. The machine goes... and it turns around and starts walking back towards the what must clearly be some kind of teleport pad.
wait, what's going? Should
everyone,
we be
you
stopping that?
I'd rather not.
Oh, yeah, it's 7 foot 4 inches
Yeah.
tall.
And
Would
put
I
the
know
body
it's
down
one of
now.
Destructo's? Just from would I know it's one of Destructo's from its like aesthetic?
No,
Okay.
it's not the same as the other ones you've encountered.
What is? Who are you?
It's Bob.
What's? What the god?
It reaches the teleporter and turns around. Two little things just shoot out of it thing into the side of the teleporter.
Can you shoot that thing in his hand?
Yeah, I'll shoot the component.
Okay. Go ahead. It's a cold shot, remember?
So I'm going to be shooting
big
the
was
same
the
thing.
I've got 16
What's
on the
Trent
dice.
Gun. Even though it probably wouldn't do.
16?
Yeah.
Just 16?
On the dice. Oh no, sorry, 16 total. I rolled a 2.
No.
Not enough.
Nah.
Also rolled a 2.
I'll ice spike.
It went worse because it was a Trent dart anyway, so...
Since everybody's trying to.
If she hits, she's going to be disappointed.
It's where are we? Spike. 15. I'm guessing I missed. Yeah.
Unless you're just
bang.
trying to shoot the robot.
No, I'm also shooting the item.
Bang.
Okay, roll. Oh, just saying. So little charge travels down the thing and retracts it. The device winds up, glowing light. Last chance.
I mean, I'll shoot it again, but like,
Go ahead.
can I?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, sort of let you know how much it's progressing.
27.
That's enough.
Okay.
So your bullet goes into this sudden glowing field that's like just around it.
22.
I'm shooting at the thing that it manipulated instead.
Okay.
That was using to send itself. Horizontal
Shot.
L. Same again, 15.
Well, that hits.
Okay.
You don't even know.
Okay.
Don't think you have enough damage on that, do you?
It's
The
the spike,
That's
it
15
does.
damage.
Yeah.
15.
It's my 2-hit drops in order to, yeah, damage plus 15.
Already.
Oh, okay. Well, that will smash the panel. You know, actually destroy that component.
It doesn't stop the teleporter, I'm guessing, though.
And
all of our ranged barrage has gone out. So I would just like, I don't know if I have enough time to get to him.
you won't, but
Yeah.
go ahead.
I'm gonna,
You have to do it anyway.
Throw myself at him, yelling, you won't take that corruption away from here!
But that's your objective!
Or like spread it or something. And then I imagine he...
I'm guessing you dive at him, he
Just before it
disappears,
disappears,
and you
it's
smack
like,
into...
I've taken back today. And it will disappear, and things will start, like, shutting down and sparking out and shooting everywhere.
Do we have to get out of here?
Might be an idea.
Scoop up the weapon.
Simon can move quickly, you guys, right? Really? Can he move all of us quickly?
No, he has to actually slow down to...
Yeah, so I'll scoop up these two and just gently jump out of the facility. Because it's falling apart, right? And he can fly and she can fly, so... Sorry, I usually ask if you were ready, but we didn't have time.
It's all good. I could probably create a really quick way down now that it's raining, though.
The structures dissolve into a sort of fine powder that shows finally blow off. So you weave your way around the lightning strikes, and eventually the clouds open up and start pelting everyone you're going.
Let's take a slow bit to the gate.
Okay, cool.
I'm carefully flying the planet down. I don't want to traumatize it too much. I think it's my new best friend.
Are you gonna take it with you?
I don't know how buddies have the teleporters, but we'll find out. I'm just going to feed him a few beans from my pocket. I have beans now. It's canon.
We'll get to the other side, it'll be inside out, and then
Well,
it'll
as long as
explode.
they're not mung beans, it'll be fine. Or honey.
Yeah, you're beside the doorway.
Are we all good to go?
Yeah.
I don't see any problem.
The spirits are satisfied.
Okay, I suppose we're going
And
to
have
get back
had
in
their
the vehicle.
vengeance.
Single trans in my self-radio suicide. I create.
There's only one way to stop Labor's taxes.
Kill them.